Good morning. You are back with the crew. We are here. I got the Brewmans right here on the deck with me. And today's video is just going to be a quick one. I know I say that all the time. This is a bit of a follow-up about what I've learned about banking and what's going on in our country and banking, and about what I learned about Signet and what I learned about Signature Bank. Our government has chosen to play God, if you will. I don't know a better term. They are picking the winners and losers. That's right. See, they came after Signature Bank, right? Now, Silvergate had its issues, and there's been other banks that, you know, they've come after. And as we all know, SVB, they were not as financially secure, let's say. But Signature Bank was not only profitable, it was proving to be the model for the future of banking. Because you and I know that they use crypto. They use blockchain. They used it to not its fullest extent, but they were showing how it's way more profitable to bank in this manner than it is to the brick and mortar in the system in which we currently have on this planet. They were starting to show profits to a amazing amount of profits. So let's backtrack just a little bit. Our government tells everybody on the box, the boob tube, tells everybody that Signature Bank was insolvent. Not correct. That's an absolute lie. They told everybody that it needed to be saved and it needed funds. No, it had plenty of funds. It didn't buy all the T-bills that all the other banks did. Sure, it had some T-bills, but it didn't have nowhere near the numbers that other banks, even the banks that are still solvent. None of the banks in America are solvent, by the way, just so you know. Anyway, so can you imagine being a profitable bank, showing $1 billion profits annually, and you're completely solvent, and you can pay all your shareholders and all your depositors tomorrow, and having the federal government come in and tell everybody in the world that you were insolvent? Can you imagine how you would feel? Can you imagine coming home to your family or friends or going to a barbecue and everyone going, "Hey, Tom, I thought you guys were, you know, I had my money with you guys, and like I really liked your management team, and I really liked the product that you had and your innovation and where you were going with the world, and you were making a better banking system. You know, what a bunch of losers, man. You lost everybody's money." Think about that, guys. Think about what they did and what they got away with. And they just threw it under the bus. Oh, this is a bad crypto company. That's what they did, the Signature Bank. I think there's going to be years from now, and it's weird to me, nobody's talking about that except for this channel. In fact, I even had George, if you guys know who he is, love him as an economist. He has a fantastic show. There's a lot of good content there. But 90% of his show is just talking about what the boob tube told him to believe. It's just like amazing to me. It's like, dude, really? Really? Look it up. Don't just throw him under the bus. You know, it's not FTX. It's a totally different gig. Anyway, it's frustrating to me. So, what kind of world do we live in, okay, when your government picks what companies succeed and which ones fail? We all know about the FANG stocks. They've basically picked all of those by hand, who's the winner and who's the losers. I've talked about this numerous times on this channel, but, you know, why is it Mark runs off and then the twins get thrown under the bus with, you know, Meta or Facebook or whatever you want to call it these days? The twins got thrown under the bus politically, publicly. And then the twins do everything the government and SEC wants. Say, "Oh, I'll do it all. I'll jump through every hoop you have. I promise I'll do everything." And they threw him under the bus again. Because they're picking winners. They're picking the winners, and they're telling this country and the Western world who gets to win and who loses. Now, I know there's many different versions of this term, but Mussolini had a term for that. Yeah. And I know a lot of people have different term for this, but that is the definition, in my opinion, of fascism. A fascist nation picks the winners and losers in industry and corporations. That's a level of tyranny that is happening today. I didn't believe it back in 2008. I was following it, but the whole Lehman Brothers thing, I did not believe it at that time, that they were taken down. They were taken down. They didn't fail. That's a big pill to swallow for me. You know, a lot of us have a lot of pride in where we live, in the country we grew up in. I don't want to get too philosophical, but man, I wish you could have seen the country I grew up in. It's not the same place. I think it can be again. Don't get me wrong. I'm not giving up on any of us, or this place, or any place for that matter. See, I'm not much of a quitter. Maybe I'm just too stubborn, I guess. I don't know. But I hear all these people telling me, oh yeah, Alan, you should leave California. You should move to Texas or Florida. I've lived in Florida, okay? Been there. I'm not saying it's a bad place. It's a fantastic place. Great for a lot of different things. You should get out of there because the people that run your state, let's talk about that for a minute. This has always been known, well, not when I was a kid, but now, California's kind of known as the no state. No, you can't smoke. No, you can't drink beer on the beach. Can you imagine a couple of people cut their feet on some glass and you're not allowed to drink beer on the beach? Why can't we drink aluminum? What? Oh, well, they were unruly. But you can drink beer in a forest or in the desert or anywhere else in the state for that matter, but not on a beach. There's 1,000 miles of beach in this state. See, when you rule like that, you put a big giant target on you. And you annoy people to the point of saying, I've had enough of you. I think we're getting there on a nationwide basis in this country. They've put a big giant target on their back because no, you can't bank with crypto. No, you can't have an off-ramp. No, you can't have an on-ramp. No, you can't trade. Only drug dealers and nefarious people deal with those. Yet we've proven, the twins and many other people have come along and said, I'll do KYC and all of it. And that's not enough for them. Yet they won't tell you the law you broke until, they come up, they mutter up some document to where they can say, oh yeah, you broke all this, this is all wrong. You have to pay us fines. Those fines will never end. Because it's unfortunate, but our country is no longer run by men. It's run by corporations. And those corporations are unelected officials who are bankers, who control the politicians. That's the day we live in today, right now. Right now. That's not going to last. It can't. Because, see, there's people like you and I that are seeing through this mess. I don't really like videos like this. I really don't. I want to talk about when we succeed and how we grew out of that tyranny. And I've said it many times and it bears repeat. Crypto is the anti-tyranny. It's your way out. They know that. Why do you think they're coming after us? Why do you think the war is here? Remember, ignore you, laugh at you, go to war with you, then you win. That's where we're at, guys. All right, I just want to make this short. Just remember, one thing about Signet. I had a bunch of questions. Oh yeah, don't worry about it. XRP blows it away technologically. I want you to know, why is it that dog never barks until I turn the camera on? Little guy. Why is it everybody says technology, the advancements of the XRP, it's just gonna... I want you all to understand, I believe in what you're saying, but the fastest and best technology doesn't always win the race, especially when you have people like fascists making the decisions and picking the winners and the losers. Remember, this is a big issue I have with gold and silver. I love it. I think it's a fantastic thing to base your economy on. Its biggest problem is it's not fungible. It's not exchangeable. It's very difficult, okay? Well, when a government decides, well, I'm going to use Signet to give you Social Security, your benefits, your income, pay your retirement funds, and we're going to use Signet, and we're not going to use XRP. It doesn't matter how fast XRP is. These are issues. These are issues. And I hope that's not the case. Trust me, that's the last thing I want. I don't believe that's going to happen. I know that XRP is being used around the world, and it's superior technology to Signet. I understand that. But they destroyed an entire bank, okay? Publicly, with a corporate raid takeover manner, only federal, to destroy this profitable bank to obtain that technology. Two birds with one stone. They also gave crypto a negative, or blockchain a bad eye, black eye in them doing so. All right, guys. I want to end on this. You and I make the difference. You and I make change. Those people are lazy, slow, and not very intelligent people. You and I make this world run. They need us. We don't need them. Stop giving them your power, your mental power. I see so many people comment down below, oh, well, there's nothing we can do. They have all the power and control. You have power over your life, and that's why you're on this show, and that's what I'm going to help you live your life in a more powerful manner, in a positive way, with your brother, no matter if he's red, blue, Democrat, Republican, whatever his thing is. Stop listening to those people try and tell you that your neighbor is your enemy. He is your ally, he is your friend, and he is your soulmate, okay? On a higher level than politics. Far higher, okay? All right, guys, with that, I am out. So I get to the boat, and there's this pissing sound. Psst, and I'm like, well, that's not good. That can't be good. So I open up a hatch, look down in a bilge, and there's a water just spraying out. And I'm like, where? Which pipe? What? There's so damn many pipes in a boat. People don't realize how many pipes are in a boat. Wait. In fact, boats got more pipes than Willie Nelson. Yeah. And don't kid yourself. Willie's got a pipe or two laying around. Within reach. 24/7. Love you, Willie.